What is up, y'all? Welcome to the Healthy Her Method. Today for the StrongHER Series, we have a quick 20-minute upper body workout. So formats, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. You will need your mat and some dumbbells. The dumbbells I'll be using today are 10s, 20s, and 30s. You don't have to be using the same weight that I am. Pick your own weight. So grab a weight that's kind of light, kind of moderate, medium weight for you, and then something that's heavier. We're going to be using the heavier weight for bent over rows. So again, find out what that weight is for you. And the last couple reps, couple seconds should be challenging. That's when you know it's the right weight. Okay, let's go ahead and do a quick little warm up, get the blood flow going in the upper body so that we can have a great workout today. Okay, we've got arm circles to start forward. Think about engaging your core here, belly button to spine. Backwards. Good. We're going to push that right hand to that right hip up and over, reach. Elongate that left side. Switch. Left hand into that left hip, reach up and over that right hand. Good. We're going to have some huggers. So think about pinching the shoulder blades when you open up. Hug yourself so you're getting that engagement, warming up those shoulders, chest, and back. Good. Shoulders. We're going to palms face down, rotate up. Slow and control. Squeeze at the top. So you're squeezing the shoulders. And now we're going to go elbows in by your side, rotate out. Try to keep those elbows in. Pinch the shoulder blades and pinch the rear delt, the back of the shoulder when you're opening out. Good. Okay, ready? We're going to hinge forward. Bring up, pinch those shoulder blades at the top. Good. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to reach down to the ground. Right arm is going to go up to the ceiling and we want to look up to the right. Back down. Left arm comes up, look up to the left. Back down. Good. Okay, excellent. We are going to go ahead and get started. So right now we're going to be starting with the bent over rows. So this is where I'm grabbing my heavy weight. I'm going to be grabbing a 30. And so for me, that's a little bit heavy for how long we're doing them today. So the bent over rows, we're going to protect that lower back. We're going to be in a kind of tripod position here. So my left leg is going to be up, my right leg is going to be down on the mat, and then I'm going to be doing work with my right arm. So to protect that low back, we're going to use that elbow. Left elbow goes into that left knee. We're going to place that weight in front of that heel. So we want it to pull down, and then we're going to drive up. We want that elbow to come up, back at the same time. So that weight should come up right by your hip. Okay, on our mark, here we go. 40 seconds on, and then we get 20 seconds of rest. Ready? Here we go. Drive that weight up, control it back down. Drive it up, squeeze. Engage those glutes. Good. Get that elbow up. That weight should come right back by the hip. So you're not just going straight up. Want to really engage the back. You want to sit into those glutes too. So think about engaging those glutes. We're almost there. Excellent work, and rest. 20 seconds off. Okay, we're switching sides. So we're left knee is down, right knee is up. We're gonna protect that low back. Right elbow goes into that right knee. Place that weight in front of that front foot. So you want it in front. That weight should be in front of the heel. Okay, here we go. Slow and control up, slow and control back down. You wanna drive it up, squeeze. Place the weight almost down, but not quite. You don't want to completely let go of it, but you want that weight to go forward so you get a nice pull, a nice stretch, and then drive it up and squeeze. Sit into that front heel and engage those glutes. Good job. Keep going. Drive it up and squeeze. Excellent. 3, 2, and rest. Great work. Okay, I am putting away my heavyweight. I'm grabbing the 20s. We're going into shoulder press. So belly button to spine, shoulder press. Again, I'm starting with 20s. At some point, if we get too tired too, I drop weight. If the weight's too heavy, if it feels too easy, go up in weight. If it feels too heavy, go down in weight. We want correct form. Okay, ready? And here we go. Drive up, control down. Squeeze that core. Good, try not to arch that low back. We're not locking those elbows at the top. Nice work. Keep it going. Good. Almost there, 10 seconds. It's getting heavy, you can alternate. Good, almost there. Woo, rest, shake it out. Okay, we have rear delts. This is where I'm going down. I usually drop weight with rear delts, a little harder to engage. So grab that lighter weight that you have. We're gonna be hinging at the hips. So lean forward, push that butt back, and we're going to be driving, palms face each other, then we come up and we squeeze those rear delts and kind of that middle upper back. Ready? And here we go. Up, squeeze, slow and control down. You wanna really fight that weight down. Control that breath. Try not to rock. You don't wanna put any pressure on that low back either. So make sure all that weight is in your heels and the glutes are engaged. Nice work. Woo! Feeling that burn already. Control the weight down. If you're going too heavy here, you don't want to be feeling it in your traps. Okay, we want to keep it in those rear delts. Almost there. Good. 3, 2, and rest. Excellent work. Bicep curls. I am jumping up to my 20-pounders. So grab your weights. We're gonna get ready to do the bicep curls. Tuck that pelvis under, palms face up. Control, up, squeeze the biceps, nice and slow and control on the way down. Okay, shoulders up, back down, chest is open, and here we go. Slow and control down, drive it up, squeeze the bicep at the top. Try to get a little pause at the bottom and a pause at the top. Control that breath, a little bend in the knee, soft bend so that we have a strong base. When we have a stronger base, we're able to lift heavier weight. Good. Building muscle today. Engage that core. Whew, we're almost there. We got 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, excellent. Rest. Okay. Now we are going to repeat those exercises. So those same 4 exercises, we're gonna repeat them. Let's perfect them. Kind of figure out if you need to go up in weight, figure out if you need to drop in weight. It's always good to have a couple options. So I'm going back to my 30. Okay, meet me back down on your mat. Right knee is down, left knee is up. I'm gonna protect that low back. Left elbow goes into that left knee. We're gonna engage the glutes, sit our weight into that front heel. Weight's gonna go a little bit ahead of that heel. Ready? Here we go. Drive up, squeeze, control back down. Try to relax those shoulders in your neck. Sit into that front heel, engage those glutes. Excellent. Work. Drive that elbow up and back. Almost there. Whew. 3, 2, and rest. Excellent. 20 seconds off. We are going to switch to that other side. Right knee comes up, right elbow goes into that right knee. We're going to squeeze that left glute, left arm. It's going to be doing that pull. Whew. Catch your breath. Grab a little drink of water if you need. Again, anytime you need longer rest periods, take them. Okay, here we go. Up, squeeze, control down. Sit into that front heel. Engage those glutes. That weight should be coming back by your hip. Nice. Good work. Up, squeeze, control, back down. 5 seconds here. Woo! Good work. Excellent. Rest. Okay, we're gonna be ditching those heavy weights. We have shoulder press. I went with 20s to start. I'm dropping down to 10s. Starting to feel that fatigue a little bit. So we wanna make sure we keep that form throughout the whole time. Bend those knees a little bit. Belly button to spine. And here we go. Get that weight up. Push through the ceiling. Your core is engaged. We are not arching that low back. We're tucking that pelvis under. If you can get that mind muscle connection, tuck that pelvis. Stronger core, stronger base. Inhale, exhale, push that weight away. Nice work. Keep it going. Whew. 15 seconds here. Good. Up, push, 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 push through the ceiling, but we're not locking those elbows out of top. Nice work, 5 seconds. And rest. Excellent. We're going to those rear delt flies. So those palms face together, we're coming up and squeezing, working on the rear delt, back of the shoulder, and that top upper back. Whew. Again, those rear delts sometimes are harder to engage. So mind muscle connection, think about that muscle, think about the back of your shoulders when you come up and squeeze, and then really fight that weight down. Go nice and control. Okay, we're gonna hinge at our hips, reach back with our bum, chest is facing down, and here we go. Squeeze, control, back down. Again, think about those rear delts. Nice work, control. Sit into those heels and engage those glutes. Protect that low back. Good, think about those rear delts. Up, squeeze. Whew, getting heavy. Come on, whew, we got this. 10 seconds. Excellent work and rest. Okay, I'm going back up to my 20s for bicep curls. Grab a drink of water if you need. Shake out those arms. Upper body's starting to get a little fatigued. Woo! Good work. Okay, shoulders up, back down. Slight bend in those knees, sit into those heels. Palms face up. Here we go. Bicep curls. Keep those elbows down by the side. Don't let them float. Don't let those elbows float forward. And we're not rocking. We're not using the upper body to get that weight up. We have a strong base and we're keeping it all in the arms. Okay? Inhale down. Exhale, get that weight up. If you need to alternate, go ahead and alternate at any point in time. Try to keep the shoulders up, back down. Don't let the chest and the shoulders collapse in. Nice work. We got 10 seconds. Nice work. Come on. And rest. Excellent work. Okay. Enjoy that 20-second rest. We're moving and transitioning down onto our mat. So for these, we have chest press. Grab kind of your medium weight. Then we have skull crushers. Grab that lighter weight. Then we have flies and dips, and then to a plank. So I'm using my lightweight. For me, that's 10. And my medium weight, for me, that's 20. Okay, we're gonna start in the chest press. So down on the ground, let's transition. Our back is gonna be on the mat. Let's grab those weights. Okay, here we go. Feet are flat on the ground. We're gonna start with the weights up overhead. We got 40 seconds. We have a slight angle in those elbows. So we're not going straight out to the side and we're not in the hammer position. We just have a little bit of an angle. Okay, inhale down, exhale, push through the ceiling and squeeze your chest at the top. You wanna just graze those elbows down on the ground, drive it up, but we're not locking up those elbows. We wanna take care of those joints nice and soft. We come up, slight bend in the elbows. Woo! There's that chest press through the ceiling. Excellent work. 10 seconds to go. Good. Work. And rest. 20 seconds off. We're transitioning to that lighter weight. I'm grabbing 10s. We're going into skull crusher. So we're gonna be in that same position that we started. I will show you right now. Skull crushers, you're up overhead. Then we bend those elbows. That's the only thing we're bending. Shoulders are not moving. Drive it up and squeeze. That's skull crusher. Okay, ready? Grab those lighter weights. Here we go. We start with the weight up overhead, feet are flat, and we're gonna bend that elbow and then drive it up and squeeze the tricep at the top. Inhale down, exhale up. Squeeze the tricep at the very top of that movement. You're getting the stretch on the way down. Squeeze at the top. Control your breath. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Excellent. Enjoy that 20 seconds of rest. We're going to flies. So I'm gonna be using 20 pounds. You can use your medium weight or drop to the light ones. We are starting with the weight up overhead, palms face each other. We go down, graze those elbows, pretend like you're wrapping around a tree, and then press those weights together at the top so you get that engagement in the top of the chest. Okay, on our mark, get set. Here we go. Flies up overhead, slow and control down. Drive it up, squeeze. Get around that. Imagine you're hugging a tree around. Bring those arms around and then you touch those weights together at the top and get an extra little squeeze in that chest. Slow and control down, up and squeeze. If you're a beginner, again, start with those lighter weights. You're gonna work your way up. The more exercise you do, the faster the recovery. Almost there. Inhale down and exhale up. Great work. 20-second break. Whew. Okay, we have dips. So just floor dips, no weights here. If these are uncomfortable for you, if you're feeling like you're getting a little too much stretch in the shoulders, you can go ahead and grab a chair and have your hands on the edge of a chair. The closer your feet are, the easier it is. The farther your feet away, the more challenging it becomes. So we're doing them on the floor, and we're gonna get up into a kind of reverse tabletop position. My fingers are facing my feet. I'm gonna walk my feet out just a little bit, get those shoulders away from your ears, and we're just going to bend those elbows, hinge down, push the floor away, and squeeze the tricep at the top. Inhale, exhale. Relax those shoulders. You want to get those shoulders out of your ears. A lot of times when we get tired, those shoulders kind of creep up to our ears. They're not friends. Today, inhale, exhale. Yikes, feel that burn. I know, I'm there. Keep going. Last 5 seconds of work. Come on. And rest. Shake out those arms. Whoo! Excellent. Okay, we have plank shoulder taps for the next. So they're gonna be in a high plank position. If you need the modification, start with your feet up, drop to those knees so those hips are square, and we're gonna be alternating, tapping that shoulder. Your goal here is to not have your hips rock back and forth. You wanna have a nice stable, elongate that spine and stabilize those hips. Okay. Woo, on our mark, up in plank position, and here we go. Alternate shoulder taps. You wanna go slow here. The slower the better. Drive down through that palm and try not to rock those hips back and forth. Control your breath if you need to. Again, modification, drop down to those knees. Keep those hips as stable as you can, nice and slow. Great work. 15 seconds. You got it. And rest. Excellent. 20-second rest. We go back to the chest press. Again, I'm using 20s for those. Get a drink of water. Then we're gonna go meet back on the mat. Grab those medium weights. Feet are gonna be flat. We're on our back. On our mark. Feet flat. We start with the weight up overhead, little angle here, okay? And let's go. Control down, press up through the ceiling. We're not locking out those elbows. Soft bend at the top. Think about your chest here. Those arms are gonna wanna kick in. Try to get that mind-muscle connection with your chest. Elbows just graze the ground, right back up and squeeze. Control the weight down. Drive it up. Nice work. And rest. Great. 20 seconds off. We are going to skull crusher. I'm going back to my 10 pounds. Catch your breath. Feet are flat on the ground. Back is flat. We're going to start with that weight up overhead. And here we go. Slow and control. Up and squeeze the triceps. Good work. Drive it up and squeeze. Squeeze them at the top. Stretch the triceps on the way down. Squeeze the triceps at the top. Should be burning. Get them up if you need that modification. Alternate. Drop to one weight and hold it the long ways. Keep working. And rest. Excellent work. Woo, we're going to flies. Okay, so we're going back to hugging that tree. Weight slow and controlled down, up and squeeze. I'm going back to my 20s. Feet are flat. When we're doing these, you want to think about wrapping those arms around, really squeezing the weight together at the top. Okie dokie. Ready? Here we go. We start with that weight up overhead, slow and controlled down. Graze those elbows, up, squeeze. Get the weights together at the top and get that extra squeeze at the top. Inhale down, exhale up. Woo. Nice work. Get that squeeze at the top, get that extra squeeze. Come on, especially when we're tired, we're almost there. Nice work and rest. Excellent. Okay, dips. We're almost there. We got 2 more exercises. So again, we're gonna have our hands are facing down towards those feet. We're getting up in that reverse tabletop. And we're just bending those elbows. Okay, ready? Here we go. Finish strong. Get out of those shoulders. And ready and dip. Woo! Already burning. Control. Push through the floor. Push the floor away. Squeeze those triceps at the top. Get that connection. Woo! Once they start burning, they burn. Here we go. Keep working. Woo! Try to relax those shoulders. I know it burns. Come on, we're almost there. Ay, ay, ay. 10 seconds. Finish strong. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Excellent. Shake out those wrists. We are finishing with the plank shoulder taps. Good work. We're almost there. So we're going to get into that high plank position. Tapping the shoulder very slow, very controlled, keeping those hips from rocking. Think about stabilizing them. Whew, that was a short little break. Especially when you're tired. Okay, start on your feet if you can. If not, drop to those knees. Ready and go. Slow and control. Tap those shoulders. Stabilize those hips. We are in the home stretch. You have 20 seconds of work. Come on. Yes, you can. Breathe. Almost there. Yikes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Ooh, good work. Child's pose. Walk those hands forward. Sit back into those glutes. Stretch out. You should feel a nice stretch in those shoulders, your chest. Elongate those lats. Woo! Excellent work today, y'all. Okay, good job. See you tomorrow.